Hello and welcome back to the Bright Light Wellness YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I wanted to do like a back to basics talk about light because I feel like, light is foundational health and people don't realize how important light is and the light that touches their eyes and touches their skin and how much it affects their health. And I really wanted to go back and circle back to that because I feel like I haven't done a basics video about light in a long time. And it's one of my pillars. It's a beautiful foundation I set for every single client I work with. And even my homeopathic clients, I try to slip in a little bit about the light information because I know the stronger or the more aligned they are with their light environment, the better their outcomes are going to be. Because honestly, a crappy, poor light environment or living under junk light is an obstacle to cure. So this is a huge component that I bring in to people's healing journey, and it's one of the biggest foundations I set is getting a person's light environment light. So why should you care about your light environment? Let's talk about that. Number one, what am I even talking about? What does that even mean? The light that touches your eyes and skin has melanopsin, photoreceptors, or blue light detectors, or just receptors in general, and it gives your body information. Light is energy and information. It gives your body information about what to do and when to do it. The light that enters your eyes specifically and touches your skin sends a message to your brain about what to do and when to do it. And this includes like when to be sleepy, when to be hungry, when to release certain neurotransmitters, when to release certain hormones, when to have energy, when to rest, when to have a bowel movement, when to move our body, when to have like good cognition, like all of these things are dictated by our light environment. And we just, kind of like brush it off because it's just light, like it's just like it's here all the time, right? And, we evolved under sunlight. We belong in sunlight. I know I have many videos, especially if you like scroll back through my YouTube channels, you'll find many videos on light and why it's important to our health, but it is literally the foundation to get right first. And it's becoming a modern block to healing. Like, I don't think like our indoor light environment is the cause to any disease. I think it fuels disease. Okay. And it activates it and it fuels it. Because most of us are living indoor lifestyles. We're under the wrong alien spectrum of light that does not mimic the sun. We are, in front of screens and our circadian rhythms. Most people have circadian rhythm dysfunction. We have really bright nights and really dim days where our biology needs the opposite. We need really bright days and really dark nights. And this affects things, like I said, our hormones, our metabolism, our blood sugar regulation. I mean, you want to talk about light and blood sugar. Maybe I'll do a separate video just on light and blood sugar, but these two things are I'll do a separate video on that, are very interconnected. So I just want to talk about basics with light again. You want to be outside in natural light. That is the light that your biology is attuned to. So you want to have bright days from natural sources of sunlight, okay? As much as you possibly can, and really dark nights. How do you accomplish this? Well, you avoid screens as much as you can. You avoid being indoors as much as you can. This is not possible for every person, and you go outside as much as you can, especially in the earlier parts of your day. You go right outside and you get natural light. Okay. Take a walk outside, ground outside, earth outside, be outside. That's how I start my day every day, is by going right outside. And then you want to make your nights dark by using, either that's a good quality pair of blue blockers, orange toned or red tone. Orange is easier to navigate throughout the home. And you want to turn off the overhead lighting and dim your lighting environment. You could use orange bulbs, you could use red bulbs, you can use a beautiful incandescent bulb like this one. This is strainless lighting. And the nice thing about it is you can dim it down, and it's almost like having a candle by your side. It's a plug-in, it has a dimmer switch. You can go ahead and, brighten it during the day and, light and make it lighter at night. I love that bulb because it's a beautiful it's an incandescent bulb, so it has infrared light, which supports my mitochondria and it mimics natural sunlight. much better than our LEDs and our fluorescents. So that's a recommendation that I recommend for clients during the day, is to grab some incandescent light bulbs over at Strainless Lighting. My discount code there is Bright Light Wellness. My discount code for my blue blockers, I have Midwest Red Light Therapy, Block Blue Light, Chroma, getchroma.com, you could, or getchroma.co. You can check that one out. And also Viva Rays. All my discount codes are Bright Light Wellness, so you can go and get some blue blockers, and get some. You need bright days, dark nights. So you want to make things as dark as you can. You don't want to have blue light in your environment at night. The melanopsin receptors are what detect blue light, and they will tell your body, they will signal to your body that it's daytime and to do the daytime jobs. It messes with your circadian rhythm, which then messes with your hormone production, which then messes with your repair systems, which messes with your cellular hydration, which messes with your, everything. It's like we work on this beautiful system that's meant to be aligned with nature. So lots of natural sunlight during the day as much as you can. Because even when you're inside under those like horrible fluorescent and, blue lights, first of all, they have this big surge in blue, which messes up our mitochondria and our cellular easy water production. So they're not healthy for you, those lights. They are really not healthy for you. They make a toxic form of vitamin A in the eye. Um, so we want to really avoid artificial blue light from fluorescent screens and LEDs as much as you possibly can. And if you can't, then you want to get a good quality pair of yellow tone blue blockers to use during the day. Yes, clear blue blockers do not work. They are a scam. You need to have a yellow tone blue blocker, or you can use Iris technology, which is what I'm doing. Iris Tech software. My screen is completely red. I have a beautiful warm incandescent bulb that's giving me the nice infrared heat that I need. It's mimicking sunlight as best I can. I've got chroma going behind me, another great source of lighting in the environment. I've got some more incandescent bulbs over here, and I've got my windows open because on August 1st, it is 60 degrees outside. I don't know what's going on. We had a storm and it's now freezing here. Anyway, bright days, dark nights. Okay. I just want to remind you guys of that and how it affects the way your sleep quality, and how much of this has impacted my life. I mean, getting my light right's been a game changer on my health journey. I had chronic insomnia, and practitioner after practitioner that I saw never mentioned to me to get my light environment right. I mean, all I had to do was get bright days and dark nights. And again, it's not bright enough inside. You need to go outside. You need to go outside. It is not bright enough in your home to get the amount of lux and the amount of frequencies that you can never replicate the sun. The sun is always going to be right. So you need to go outside to get that really important light frequencies. If you want to learn more, I have an ebook. It is $30 and it is liquid gold. I think it's 29 actually, 29.99. And it is liquid gold. It is called the Get Your Light Right webinar and ebook. And if you want to change your moods, you want to have improved moods, improved energy, improved hormones, improved sleep quality, improved repair, improved cellular hydration, improved gut health, improved fertility, improved hormones, get this webinar and start learning how to shift your light environment so you can be thriving. It makes such a difference, and I am so passionate about it, and I will never stop sharing about it because it changed my life. Okay. I was deeply chronically ill and doing all these detoxes and protocols and cleanses and taking all these supplements and wasting my time when all I had to do was get my light environment right to see shifts. Now, that didn't cure everything. I will say that I had to do many other things, but this was a huge foundational step and made an impact. So I want you to be aware of this if you're on a chronic illness journey, to take this step. And even if you're a homeopathic client, homeopathy is not a placebo. It's beautiful modality, and not a placebo. That's not the word I wanted to use. It's not a placebo. It's not there. It's actually, even though it's nothing, it's something, but it's also not a panacea. Okay. You also need to think about these obstacles to cure. Hahnemann, one of the, greatest homeopaths of our time, who really is the, he didn't discover like cures like, but he discovered ultra dilutions and homeopathy. And he would talk about obstacles to cure. And back then it was like hygiene and things like that, like people who didn't have access to good quality food, good quality water, and didn't have access to like clean, have proper hygiene. That was an obstacle to cure. Well, living an indoor modern lifestyle is a modern obstacle to cure. Like we need to be thinking about these things. Okay. All right, so I wanted to just make a video about the basics again, bright days, dark nights, and it's foundational to support all the things. If you have questions, if you're like, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I have my Get Your Light Right webinar, an ebook. It's linked below. You have it for life. It's a 2-hour video explaining all this information and an ebook. Learn it. Teaches you how to use sunlight as medicine. Teaches you how to use the sunlight safely. Teaches you all the things. If you have more questions, book in with me for a one-to-one. If you want a deep dive, we can do one-to-one coaching. If you want to just learn how to use blue blockers, I have a blue blockers guide. It's a how to use blue blockers guide. I think it's $12. Get some blue blockers, learn how to use them, and then you could also really support your health just with that, right? Okay, and then if you want to deep dive further, I have other webinars and things that you can do in one-to-one coaching. But this is a foundational piece. Please learn this information. It is liquid gold and it is not that expensive. And if you just watch every one of my YouTube videos, you'll probably get the gist of what you need to do. All right. If you have questions, let me know. My discount links are below for you for blue blockers and for light bulbs and for all the things that you need. Go check those out and let me know if you have any other questions. I'm going to hop back on and do another video, which will be coming to you shortly after this one about light and blood sugar, because I think it's a valuable conversation to have. So have an awesome day, and I will chat with you guys on the next video.